Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. My little park here is coming along just fine. It's really beautiful at night. Love it. And I have a lot of things to fix before I grow any further. So I have people who are. Oh, I see what's. I was going to say I've got people waiting in line for the Viking ship, but I don't. This is an error. That should not be a normal path. So that's why people are not coming. So we need to blow that up, switch over to a queue. It has to be a queue all the way. Once you do that, you should see fireworks, and then people will start showing up. So what I did is, because this was such a short path, and it was a real popular ride, and there are only 3 rides, the queue, there was just a mass of people standing here. So I made the queue off to the side and quite a bit longer, and it will fill up. You'll see this in a second. So that is fixed. Another thing that I need to work on is this bathroom. I don't even know if it's working. I do not seem to be able to get people to visit. It says no people came yesterday. It's relatively clean. I don't know what's going on. It looks like there's a door in back. It has the staff logo on it, so I don't know if I need to snap a staff path right there, but when I try to add a path, staff path, it does not snap to the door. When I click it, it snaps relatively high up. I don't know why. So I don't think I can get it to go lower than that. I'm going to try again, staff path, see if I can make it go all the way to the ground. It still kind of floats in the air, so I don't know if that is considered connected. It's close. It's close. So I don't know if this isn't going to solve any problem other than it's just weird. Not great path tools, as always, for these games. They're just never great. I just don't know. That does not seem to be connecting. It just is underneath the building. I don't trust it. But I need to solve that problem. People do need to be able to use a restroom. So that's another problem. Problem 2. Problem 1 I solved. That was the queue not working. So as you can see, that is perfectly fine. So problem 1, bathroom. Problem 2, I moved my power generators off to the side. Kind of, it's behind the parking. It's away from the park, and it's away from the staff buildings. And so I feel like this is a good place for it. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get rid of this power line that was, I don't know why. I tried deleting it. It wouldn't delete. So there's just some weird things with this game that are very difficult and clunky. Overall, though, I think it's worth investing in, worth playing. There are just some weird things that are going to take some time to learn. But I did try. It's weird to go into the power lines. You literally have to go to facilities and then custom, create custom. And then you have the option to demolish a power cable. However, when I did it, I'm not really sure how this works. Like, I want this to go away. So when I click there, it doesn't really do anything. It's just bizarre. Hit delete, nothing. So it's a weird system. Right now this is working, so I'm not too concerned. So that's fine. What I am concerned about is the negative 5,000 scenery score, which isn't great. I would like to fix that, and I would like to figure out what the strategy is to make that better. Right now it's not super visible, but I guess it is visible. So there's everything lit up at night. Look at how beautiful that is. So great, all those lights. I do need to figure out how to light this roller coaster up and add lights to it. It's pretty bad that a roller coaster would be pitch dark at night. The whole place is dark. So that's something I need to, that's on my list. And I need to make a longer queue for this because this is not great. As a matter of fact, the exit, look at people trying to get off out of the way. They have to walk through all these people so that's a bad design. I need to fix that. And then the food, there are people who cannot eat or don't like pizza. There are people who can't drink or don't like gulpies. And there are people who don't like this shop. So I don't know. So you need to give them variety. So those are some of the things that I'm working on. I spent so much time on the parking lot and the entrance, which I didn't make. I just downloaded. But to get them to, it took me hours just to get them placed the right way and everything working. So I can't take credit for the architecture and the design of it. But oh, and then the other thing I need to work on is my staff. So I still have way too many staff, and my previous video, I'm not sure if the audio is working. I am using a new lapel microphone, just temporary. It's a cheap one compared to what I have been using. But my other one kind of stopped working. The volume was terrible, so I hope you can hear me, and and I'd love some feedback. If the volume sounds great, let me know. Volume great. Or if you can't hear me, it's too quiet, let me know. I'm trying to make some adjustments and get everything working right. I hope I'm not going to be using this cheap lapel microphone from now on, but if it works, it works. So looking into maybe a headset with a mic as well. But again, those are usually not as, it depends on how much you spend, but they're usually not as great quality as I have an Audio Technica, really nice quality microphone that sounds really good when it works. So staff schedule. So I spent some time in a video previously talking about the complications of a staff schedule, and I'm still far from having it finished. The problem is I have a lot of people that are just walking around not working. I don't have enough work for everybody, and there's too many people. And then finally, before I leave you, I just want to go into my park management, and I want to just take a look at some of the stats because I love data and statistics, and you can really learn a lot about things through the numbers. And this type of game is perfect for that. So I've got park options, so I can just go through and see, hey, I'm charging $5.50 to get into the park. I don't have a pool pass. I don't have a priority pass right now. I mean, I do, but I'm not using it. Okay. Park rating. This is what I'm most curious about. My attraction prestige is very low. It's 2182. I have no idea what's good. I need to go up 62 prestige for the next star. The goal would be 5 stars, right? So adding more prestigious rides helps to attract and impress guests. So the quality of the attractions. Obviously, I just started. I don't have much. So that's about what I should expect. My scenery rating, I think that's a surprise. I have a 15,000 scenery rating. That's a 5. I don't know if that's 5 stars. I think it's 5 stars. Well, at least it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, it's not. It's right. Oh, everything goes towards your park rating. My park rating overall is 1.7, which, because of these other areas, it's bringing me down. My scenery is really good. So working on that parking lot and that entrance, I think paid off. In the park, there's nothing. So that really does matter. How your first impression of the park gave me 5 stars. Unique attractions, very low. So I need to have a more variety. That's the thing. Unique would be variety. And then park reputation is 5. So people love it. So things to work on. Guests, you're going to learn a lot about your park through your guests. We can see that my guest experience is 5 stars. So they love it here. Most of them are adults. So 59% adults, 26 teens, and 15% families. And you can see that they're happy with entertainment, which is weird because there's really not anything going on. They're happy with food. They're happy with toilets, which is weird because I didn't think the toilets were working. Maybe they are. Nausea is good, whatever that means. They're not throwing up. And panic is good. They love the thrill. What they're not happy with, which I'm surprised that the hunger is not a problem. I guess they like the pizza. but they need more drinks and they need more things to shop for and they need more benches because it looks like they're tired walking around. There's no place to sit. So you can read their comments, the top ones, and that will kind of tell you what the issue is. You can see my teacup ride, the queue is maxed out. So that supports what I was seeing. Okay. Next category would be attractions and shops. This is mostly just how much they're making. Right now, I'm not worried about that because the park settings are on unlimited funds. And then the staff. This is a reflection of who I have, how many janitors, how many mechanics, how many ride attraction people. See, I've got way too many. And what I should see over here are all these green, smiley, happy faces. Um, Typically, that means they're working. This one, he's working, but he's resting. Um, oh, he's on break. That's why. Good. I was going to get mad because he's resting. But you can see there's only a few green smiley faces. The ones that are yellow usually are just walking around looking for work. So that's my fault. I've got to get rid of some people. I can fire them by clicking on these red arrows, but I want to really go through this a little bit more carefully and do that thoughtfully. And I need to make sure that all the rides have coverage, which I think I did in the previous video. So you have to make sure that they get a break every 4 hours, and you have to make sure that during that break, someone else is covering that job so that it's not shut down for an hour. But the issue I have is I hired so many people that they're only working an hour a day covering someone's break, and then they're just walking around, and they're not happy. So I have to fix that. Next up, research. Now I didn't know I'm in sandbox mode. I'm not in career mode. So I just assumed everything was researched. I did not know that it's not. So I have previously come in and I've clicked a few of these so that I now have chain lift coasters, wooden coasters, and water coasters. I have research points, 40,000. I had 70. Now I have 40. I need to be careful. I don't have unlimited research points, and I don't know where those come from. So on my to-do list is to figure out how do you get research points. So I went through each of these, and I clicked a few things. If it's blue, I don't have it. If it's green, it's researched. I haven't done any transportation, but you have to go through each layer before. I would like trains and a monorail, but those are the last two things. So I have to get all of these. Flat rides, I went ahead and researched 4. I don't know why there's a prologue chapter 1, chapter 2. I thought that was probably just in the career mode, but again, I'm not in career mode. So, and then I did flume rides, just 1, not 2. And then finances, again, probably not that important to me because I'm on, at this point, unlimited funds. So that stuff is important. You can learn a lot about your park with through those tools. So just kind of a quick update, and also just checking my microphone to see if my audio quality is better. There's definitely a fine line. When I scroll in, this gets louder. And I want you to still be able to hear me, even though that's really loud. But most of the time, I'm not going to be that close to that ride. But when you get closer to things, it makes more noise. So my goal is kind of a balance so that you can hear everything, but mostly me. So I'd love some feedback if you don't mind. And hopefully you're playing Planet Coaster 2. I'd love to see, let me know. And if you are, send me a link to your videos. I'd like to check it out and see how it's going. So it's kind of fun. I know I wake up in the morning thinking, oh, I need to work on my park. And I like that about games. If you follow any of my videos, I feel that way about my rally racing. I feel that way about my farming sim 25 game. I wake up sometimes just thinking I've got to do some work on my farm, or I need to go race a couple races in Dirt Rally 2.0. I love having a variety of games that I just am excited to go spend some time playing so I can move forward. I notice all my games are games that I can, I guess a lot of games are this way, but I want games that I improve and get better and I can expand. So I like to get better and own more farmland and more equipment, more tractors, etc., and grow Same thing with Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, and even American Truck Simulator. I want to be able to drive to every state and go to every city and accomplish, get the achievements. And that's one thing I'm really excited about. And probably why you don't see me playing any first person shooters. I just don't get excited about that. Just not my thing. And it is for a lot of people probably the most popular type of game are the shooter games, and I just don't feel like I'm really accomplishing anything with those games. I want to finish levels maybe, or go up in levels, and it just seems like most of those games you're just shooting. So, and I know there's some better ones out there that are not just that way, but you won't see me playing those games. I am mostly doing games like this where I'm kind of growing my empire, and there's a lot of brain power to this. I am not just running around shooting. I have to really manage and organize and think it through, and I love that about games like this. So hope you enjoy it too, and I'll catch you next time around here at Planet Coaster. For now, though, Mr. Johns is out.